Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of DB Cars, and today's episode I'll be showing you guys Tribecar or Carclub Mazda 5. So let's dive straight to this video right now. Alright then, so here is guys the Mazda 5 from Tribecar itself or Carclub if you guys want refer it to. But before I show you guys the interior of the Mazda 5 as well as the trunk space, let me just run through you guys the damages for this vehicle, there's any. So starting from the driver's side, there isn't any obvious damage, which I noticed, which is quite good for this vehicle itself. Moving on to the front, you got also the front, which as well, also there isn't any obvious damage to this car, which is another good thing. There's also no windscreen chip that I can see from the windscreen itself, which is another good thing for this vehicle itself. Moving on to the passenger side, also same thing, there's no obvious damage to the vehicle. And lastly, the back, not really no obvious damage which I can notice to it either itself. Okay, before I show you guys the trunk space, let me just show you guys the car itself. So basically this car itself, I can't remember which year this car came out, but the front actually reminds me a lot of the Mazda 3 2 generation back. So it's basically, I think the second generation of the Mazda 3 itself that this was released in together with the other Mazda that had this similar front end back then itself. But other than that, that is what this car remind me of. So it's like maybe launched around the same time as well itself. So yeah, but let me just show you guys the trunk space for the Mazda 5 right now. So basically to access the trunk space, basically just need to grab hold of the just right down below emblem, just press on that and the trunk will open up. So unfortunately it's not a power tailgate for this vehicle itself. It's just your regular hydraulic struts which open up when you release the lever itself. So this car, since it's an MPV, so it will come with a third row seating option. Technically this car could actually fit 7 people comfortably if you, let's say you want to remove this center thing right here which has another armrest, headrest itself. But if let's say you want to have more space in the vehicle itself, so basically right now this is the current configuration with the third row seat up. Not really much space, as you guys can see. Basically not much place to store your stuff lah. So if you want more space, you can actually pull down the seat lever right here itself. Pull on that and drop the seat down. Same goes for the other side itself. So once the seat is down, you got even more space itself already. Plus I think if you want to, you're actually able to, and this is the side doors are electronic tailgate itself. So yeah, if you want to have more space, you can actually pull the seat back. This, I think the front you could actually adjust it accordingly. Then you have quite a decent amount of space in the back itself. So yeah, but if let's say you're carrying more than 5 people, you could actually put the seat back up again by just pulling on this and just pull on this lever right here, and it will pop itself right back up. I think in the rear also had this hook thing, which I don't know whether this is a hook, but looks like it is. No, I don't think so. Yeah, but I will show you guys the seating option for the third row itself right now. So let me just close this side of the door, which just with the pull handle, and the doors will just close itself. And now it's the same for the trunk. The trunk, just grab this lever right here and just close it down. Ensure there's no one in your blind spot, and just close it itself, just like that. Alright, let me show you guys the third row seat right now. So basically to access the third row itself, just need to pull on this lever, which see it drop forward. This will slide forward, and you should technically be able to get in with this amount of space. But if you aren't that sure, you could actually ask the driver to adjust its seat via this bottom part right here. Then this can even slide even more forward, and you should be able to get in comfortably. You should be able to get in without any issue at all. So yeah, once in the rear, this is what it looked like itself. I want to say it's not really the best for a third row seating option in the back itself, because as you guys can see, this is my current seating layout, and it's really not, in my opinion, I think this car itself, coming from a person that's 1.7 meter tall, I don't think this is the best for a guy that's this tall itself, because you can see my legs are definitely hitting the second row seat already, and I can't imagine if this is up its normal position plus also angle a little bit back, more slouch position. So at the moment this is like a full 90-degree angle itself. If this was adjusted to a more comfortable sitting position, I can bet you there's no space in the rear of in the third row for people to see at all. If you want, technically you could actually maybe just throw the kids back here, and I don't think they have any issue at all itself. So yeah, and you could actually, I think you're able to adjust the headrest just by pushing this up, and you can put the kids back inside here already itself. But in the rear, you do get some seat belts, a cup holder right there on left hand side, as well as the right hand side, plus also a seat belt right here itself. But according now, based off my how I feel like sitting in the third row, well, there isn't really much space left. I think I got about a fist of headroom space left. Legroom wise, don't even bother, because as you guys saw a few seconds ago, my legroom space in the Mazda 5 is just non-existent. I'd rather have my leg chopped off to sit inside this third row seat of the car itself. But yeah, other than that, that's basically it for the third row seat. Let me just jump to the second row seat right now. So let's dive straight to that right now. Alright, jumping out from the third to the second row, you have to go out the old-fashioned way. Slide this seat back up so that it's at its locked position. So once it's in its locked position, you could actually just jump straight in. And if you want to adjust to your comfortable sitting position, you could actually wait. Hold up. This is this. Yeah, I think it should be this. Yeah. You can pull on this seat lever to adjust the backrest of the seat itself. Then slide the seat maybe slightly forward a notch. Then probably this is basically what you have for the middle row seat in the Mazda 5 itself. Legroom wise, not too bad, because this hasn't been adjusted to my driving position. But I would say still got a smidge or maybe like a fist of legroom space in the second row seat. Headroom wise, not too bad, even though there's a sunroof, which I'll show you guys later on. Headroom space wise is about, I would say, about 2 fists of headroom space, which is not bad either, since coming from the third row seat, which you guys saw earlier on, which is not really the best at all itself. So I think second rows, I think this car purposely is meant for 5 people in this car, and a huge trunk space in the rear. The third row seating in the Mazda 5, don't even bother. I don't even want to consider having a third row seat in this car itself. If there was a generation after this, I'm not too sure whether they did a generation after this car itself, but if there is, I can't imagine how it looks like either. So yeah. Alright, in the back, what do you get? Well, you do get some AC vents right here, which you could adjust accordingly, as well as setting the fan speed right here, so low or high speed, and turn off the fan right here itself. You do get some grab handle to grab hold onto if you want to. Same goes for the other side, as well as the front for the driver and passenger itself. But only thing that's exclusive to the middle row seats, you get this hook right here, which can hook your stuff, your hanger if you want to, hook it right here. Same goes for that side either. You also get lights which can be turned on or turned off, or in the center when the doors are open itself. So yeah, but other than that, that's basically it that you get in. Oh yeah, lastly, you also get more storage space right here, right behind the driver's seat itself. Unfortunately, you don't really have any. Let me see. Close the door for you guys. Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't really get any storage space right here itself to put your stuff. At most is you can just put it right in front here or on the seat itself, unfortunately. Speaking of the center seat, let me see. I think you're able to pull the seat down. Yeah, I think you're able to do that by putting this lever. Drop the seat down, and you yourself got an armrest right here itself, which you could rest your arm on. And also this technically acts as a another way of accessing the back area. Let's say there isn't a third row seat up in this vehicle itself, which you can just maybe grab stuff here, or if you have longer item, you could also load them through all the way to the front of the car itself, which is a good thing for this vehicle itself. So yeah, other than that, that's basically it for the Mazda 5 middle row seat. Lastly, just get some window switches as well as your door is handled to get out the car. But other than that, that's basically it for the middle row seating option for the Mazda 5 itself. Now let me just jump right out and show you guys the driver's seat, which I have to adjust according back to my position itself. Yeah, that seems good enough. Alright, jumping into the front of the seat itself, this is how it looks like for the driver's zone for the Mazda 5 itself. So yeah, basically let me just run through you guys the storage option available for this car itself. You basically got one right here itself, which you could put your phone or your wallet right here if you want to. If not, you could put it right in the center right here, which I'll show you guys in a moment time. But you also get a very nice glove box right here, which with a secondary option, which you could put your stuff quite deep inside the dashboard itself. So yeah, moving on, you got another single storage, like not that narrow, but a narrow storage space right here. Two cup holders right here as well, and a storage space right here itself. So yeah, and you got your traditional handbrake right here itself. Right down below, you just got two 12-volt socket outlet with a USB Type A port on the right hand side itself. So yeah, moving along, you got your gear selector right here with all the respective gear, and you could also shift the car manually if you want to itself, which is an interesting thing. Moving along, you got your 3 dials right here for the climate control. So basically, left hand side for the temperature, far right is for the fan speed, and right in the center you got the relevant controls right here, which you could adjust the front defrost and as well the directional airflow blowing at you itself. Right down below is your recirculate air function, your rear defrost, this turn on the rear AC and the front AC right here itself. Moving along, you just got aftermarket infotainment right here, which I'm not going to touch about. Right at the top, you got 2 air vents right here itself with the headlight button right at the top itself. Alright, let's move on to the steering wheel right now itself. So steering wheel itself is very simple and classic Mazda itself. You got your volume switch button right here for the infotainment, as well as your FM and AM radio tuner right there in the steering wheel itself. You got a mute switch right here if you want to mute the infotainment. Mode switch, I think, is to jump between Bluetooth. I'm not too sure whether this type of Bluetooth audio, but you also have, you can jump between, I think, yeah, CD or DVD, whatever you can call it, or FM and AM radio itself. And your info button should be, if I'm not wrong, it should be for the gauge right there, or this screen right here if there's any itself. So yeah, but moving on top, you got your instance, you got your horn, and that's probably it itself. Alright, let's talk about the stocks on the left hand side right now. So on the left hand side, you got your wipers control stocks. So basically this knob right here is for the rear wiper, which you can turn it via this knob on the far outside of the left hand stock, and the main one right here, which you can pull all the way down or all the way up, or one time down for auto wipers itself, and this right in the center to adjust the frequency itself. Towards the windscreen wipers, towards the front windscreen, just need to pull back on this and you spray some water or fluid onto the windscreen and the wipers will activate itself. Alright, on the right hand side, you got the indicators as well as the turn signal. So basically, turn signal is just this up, down or all the way up. Your fog light right here, and your main headlight switch right here itself, which you can turn all the way to turn it on or leave it in auto itself. To flash a high beam, just need to pull back, you flash the high beams, push forward to activate high beam itself. So yeah, that's probably it for that. Moving right down, you got your rear door controls. So basically, these are the doors that control the on the left and right hand side itself. You can just press on it like the Sienta has it, which you can just press on it and you will open or close it automatically itself. If you do not want the power function, you can just turn off by pressing on this button and you'll just shut. You just basically turn off that function and you can just open the rear doors manually itself. And last but not least, you got this headlight dimming switch button, which you can adjust by the angle right here. So basically 3 is the highest. Sorry, 3 is the, I don't know, but basically you just got the controls for the headlight dimming switch right here itself. And last but not least, you just got your auto stop start function right here, as well as the traction control button right here, which you can press it itself. And also that's nice, you also now storage pocket, storage area right here itself, and right down below it itself. So yeah. Alright, moving on top, you just got your window control switches right here for all 4 sides of the window, as well as the folding function right here itself, and this to adjust the left or the right hand side mirror itself. And this is this to prevent people from rolling down the windows itself. So yeah, and this is your door handle to get out of the car. Lastly, you also got more storage space right here for the driver's side. So quite big storage space right here to sorry, you got a very big storage space right here to put your drinks if you want to, or if not, some other miscellaneous junk itself. So yeah. Alright, lastly, let's talk about the sun visor itself. So this is the sun visor for the Mazda 5. Unfortunately, it doesn't really has a light side. Some of the modern cars have it nowadays. Just got a typical mirror which you can see yourself, and that's basically it. If not, this could also be swiveled out to block the sun coming from the right hand side or the left hand side for the passenger itself, which is just that itself. So yeah. Alright, lastly, you just got your light switch we can turn on, turn off, and this right here to turn off both the front lights in the center when the doors are open, or yeah, basically just this 2 function is either off or on when the doors are open itself. So yeah. Lastly, you just got your sunroof controls right here. So basically got this visor which block to cover up the sunroof, and you also got these 2 electronic switch right here to open up the sunroof itself. So yeah, to do that I have to turn on the car. So let me just get the key for it, if I could get it out of my pocket. Alright, so basically this is the key for the Mazda 5 itself. It's a very old Mazda key from what it looks like. So basically you just got your lock unlock function and the function to open the sliding door itself. So let me just show you guys this. I think this is open the left hand side. Yeah, that's the left hand side. So I think you're able to close it as well. If not, sorry, I think this is only to open left hand side, this is to open the right hand side itself, and the lock and unlock function itself. To close it, both sides, just need to press on this, and you'll see that. Okay, and that's basically it itself. So yeah, let me just turn on the car and show you guys that and the infotainment itself. So basically, you just need to insert key into the ignition with the accessory power up. Alright, so yeah, basically now the car is turned on itself. So you guys can see there's most of the functions are on the screen right here itself, with the climate control temperature right there, as well as the fan control buttons, as well as the clock, and the fuel to the range to empty itself. So yeah, to access that, just basically just press on this info button right here itself, and I'll just cycle through all the things right there itself. So yeah, basically the range, average fuel consumption or speed, current fuel consumption, and that. And lastly, you got your, what I mentioned just now, is over there itself. If not, you can just refer to this screen right here itself, which also has literally the same thing, just that it has that right there itself, as well as the mileage and the fuel tank itself. So yeah, to adjust this screen right here you're looking at, just press on this button right here, and just cycle through trip A and trip B itself. To reset it, just press and hold, and you reset both you just reset whatever that's set at the moment, which is trip A. So yeah, other than that, let me just show you guys the sunroof right now. So to tilt the sunroof itself, so basically to have a crack in it, you just press on this, which is just like that, and down again to close it itself. This is to open up. Just like that, and to close it, just press one time, or one time is just bit by bit. If you want fully close everything, press and hold, and it will close fully itself, just like that. Yeah, so I think that's basically it for this car itself. This infotainment itself, unfortunately I won't go too in depth about it, but if you guys want to rent this car out, I'll put its location right down below itself. So alright then, before I end off the video, I forgot to show you guys one more thing, which is how to adjust the steering wheel as well as the seat for this car itself. So basically, to adjust the steering wheel is just right down below here. If I could locate the lever, okay, I think this right here, so just pull on that, and the steering wheel, you're able to adjust it freely. Once you are at the position that you desire, just lock back in itself by pushing this thing in itself. So yeah, for the seat itself, it's just basically this thing right here itself to adjust how forward, how back. The height is right here itself, so this is just pull up or press down for the height itself, and the angle of the seat is right here itself. So yeah, and if you are wondering how to open the fuel door on this car itself, it's basically just this lever right down below here itself. So yeah, just pull on that, and you're able to access the fuel door itself. So yeah, and that's basically it for my video itself. If you guys enjoy the video itself, do click the subscribe button down right below to see more videos like this, or click subscribe and click to see my 2 other videos. And with that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.